Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to my reaction and discussion for episode 10 of Delicious in Dungeon. The last episode, our party is still recovering from the encounter with the water monster. I think it was called an Undine that badly hurt Marcel. They ran into an old party member of theirs, Namari, the dwarf who left right after the whole incident with Fallon and the Red Dragon. And Marcel in particular, Marcel seems to be the type to definitely hold a grudge against people that she thinks have wronged her or people she cares about. And obviously she's very close with Fallon, so she is upset with Namari for basically just leaving and kind of a feeling like she abandoned Fallon in particular. Namari saw it a different way. She has joined up with another group of, they were gnomes, I think, and obviously have quite deep pockets, so she's working with them, but she agreed to help out Leos and everybody to help Marcel out. And it ended with Marcel actually coming up with a really clever plan on the like destroying the water thing, because the problem is she ran out of mana and everyone was telling her like, you are going to like go back up to the surface with this group because we don't want you to like to risk hurting yourself or getting in trouble. And Marcel, of course, she wants to be useful. She doesn't want to feel like a burden. And I think especially with it being Fallon, she wants to like help her out. So she ended up having to drink the body, like the water that came from this water spirit, thanks to Namari and Senshi working together. And she's all back to normal, and her and Namari, they left on better terms. Also, there was mention about their other party crew or party member, the samurai. What was his name? Started with an S. I looked it up and I can't remember what it is. So there was just like an offhanded comment from Namari about how he was in love with Fallon, and he is probably off on his own trying to figure out how to save her. So that was interesting, which makes me think maybe at some point they're going to encounter him in the future. But I imagine that, you know, like, I can't remember what floor they're on, but they should be getting to the dragon soon. So, I don't know. Maybe he's already there. Maybe he went down by himself. Maybe he also got eaten by the dragon. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens next. And yeah, I was a little bummed out. I was hoping maybe that Namari would join them up, but I knew that probably wasn't going to be the case, but at least we got to see her briefly and learn a little bit more about her. And now there's this other party member that's has just been mentioned, and we'll see him, I'm guessing, at some point as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and watch episode 10, and I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. Okay, the 5th floor, that's where the dragon is, because they said it was near the orc settlement. Oh no. Tentacles, that's not good. That's never good. And poor Leos, he got kind of wrapped up in something last time. That was one of the funniest moments in the show so far, was him getting stung by all those things and getting like very horribly, like getting a bad reaction to it. Oh, okay, interesting. I was gonna say Chilchuck is like, I was gonna say they almost seem like mimics, and we know how much Chilchuck hates mimics. Thankfully, because this is a pretty wholesome anime, I don't expect there to be something really weird happening with tentacles, which is usually not the case. And there was also in the last episode a little bit of a thing where that little creature that's living inside his sword warned him. Oh, speaking of sword, oh no, and it's gone. Well, oh no. It's funny, Laos doesn't get emotional very often. Oh no. Oh, those things are just dicks. And they know exactly to go for the weapons. It's pretty smart. Does Chilchuk maybe, does he have like a little knife or something he can use to cut the tongue? Come on, Chilchuk, do something. He's pretty good at coming up with plans on the fly. And he also hates them. He's like, I don't want to have to deal with it. Oh man, it's a little rough to see, like something that actually looks like an animal. Ugh. When they're just things like plants or things that seem more foreign, it's not quite as gross. Wonder if Senchi's gonna be making some frog legs out of these things. Man, they really just jumped in this episode with the action. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that'd be embarrassing. At least Fallon got eaten by a dragon. To get eaten by a frog, that's quite embarrassing. Oh shoot, is he gonna fall down with... Okay. I was afraid they were gonna fall down the stairs and he was just gonna... Good job, Chilchuk. Ugh. Yuck. But yeah, it's just like, ugh, most of the creatures so far, for the most part, not actually look like animals. They've just been things that at least seem more like inorganic things. All right, what are you making, sir? Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, he is making frog legs. Tentacles, no chi tentacle pasta. That actually looks delicious. Mmm. Oh god. Like that actually does look delicious. I don't know about if I would want to eat frog. I've never had frog before. But the pasta looks delicious. Is it gonna be that easy? Oh my gosh, it is. She is a girly girl at heart, isn't she? I want to see what they look like. This will be amazing. It's like they're wearing onesies! Amazing! Ah! They do look cute. One of these pictures is definitely going to be my thumbnail. Unless something even more amazing happens, but... It's like people that wear those animal onesies out in public. This is fantastic. Please tell me they're just gonna wear this for the whole rest of the episode. Oh, this is the one that's in the opening, right? Hey, oh my gosh, are we actually gonna see the red dragon this episode? What? Aw, bummer. Oh no, they're gonna have to wear it for the rest of the episode. I love how dramatic the shadowing and everything is. While they're wearing basically like little animal onesies. I love Marcel. I love that that is her priority. Not saving Marcel or Fallon, but just like how can I look at her in the eyes while I look like this? That's right, yeah, because they got driven out of their home. Oh, interesting. Like I know that orcs and elves obviously have had some issues, but elves and dwarves, and yet Senshi and Marcel seem to be getting along pretty well. I know that dwarves seem to have like a dislike or distrust of magic, which makes sense why they might not get along. A mad mage, that's right. That's what I predicted is. Like, I think that's gonna be what the main point of this whole story is. It's not about the red dragon, it's about defeating that mage. It seems like everybody hates elves. All right, so this will be interesting too, because then more adventurers are going to be going down to try and figure these things out. And that means that I'm sure our party is going to encounter them more and more. It's funny too, like his thing. Oh gosh, wow, what a face! But it's like it's not even about with Laos. It's not about discovering the truth about the dungeon or anything. It's just about saving his sister. But he seemed kind of interested in like I will maybe I'll figure out what's going on with that. And didn't he say that like if he did discover it, he was going to make sure to spare the orcs? No, man, just as they were about to like encounter the dragon, possibly, we got a cut here. I guess maybe that'll be the next episode. They hopefully fight the dragon. I'm okay with this. Like, I do want to learn more about Namari, and then there's obviously some stuff behind the scenes going on with the dungeon. Okay, so a revival. So bringing someone back. Doesn't she have like kind of blondish hair rather than brown? Oh, that's sweet. So she's checking to make sure that she's okay. Obviously, the encounter really kind of got to Namari, and she feels a little guilty about it. All right, we're back to our people. Here we go. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, well, it's still burning, so that means if that's the dragon, it's still here. Oh shit. Are we gonna get to see it this episode? I mean, they're still steaming, right? Yep, exactly. Oh, and there was also the thing too that Senshi, his giant pot is made out of adamantum or something that's actually like resistant to dragons. So that's going to be important to have. Yeah, the thing is, like, it's been a week, right? How long does it take a dragon to digest food? So it's going to be tough without. So yeah, they had a full party back then. Shiro, that was his name. I knew it started with an S. I like how Senshi's ride or die. Like, he's like, all right, let's do it. Like, no hesitation on helping them fight, despite the fact he just met up with them like a week ago. I mean, he did say he wanted to defeat a dragon too, right? That's what the pot's for, right? The pot. Who knows? Maybe Chilchek will be the one to deliver, like, the fatal blow. He says he's not going to help out, which makes me think he probably will in some way. They're all pretty good, actually, with coming up with, like, really quick plans. Which makes sense if it's like a D&D kind of inspired thing. It's like that's what you have to do. You have to come up with these plans to defeat these big monsters. right? It's got to mean something probably disturbed it in some way. Have someone dress up like a dragon and be like, hey, big boy. Right? Hey, the pan. Yes. That's if he agrees to it, right? He's like, I don't want to risk my beloved pot, right? Yeah, he does not look happy about that idea. He's like, I never agreed to this, actually, guys. And you even got the maps, too. Like, you're using the maps as, like, planning everything out. Very D&D. I love it. We got the preparation montage, which means that probably next episode, and he's just making bread, I'm guessing. Gotta have a last good meal, right? Before. Oh, that looks amazing. What is it about anime, like bread and just bakery items that just, oh, they look so good. Yes, exactly. They are eating well this episode. You got freaking pasta and bread and wine and cheese. It's like a epic last meal. Ooh. Oh, is he making like a panko kind of mix? Literally, yep. Oh my gosh, why does this look so good? You deep fry anything, it's gonna be good. Oh, and a red wine sauce. Ugh, delicious. Mmm. Cutlets to conquer the red dragon. Oh, I wonder if the dragon's gonna be attracted by the food, though. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks amazing. My mouth's watering. Oh, the way that Senshi said, like, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Maybe it means he's like, don't, I'm not gonna leave you guys after this. Oh, that's so cute. So sweet. You're so cringe. Hey, let him have his moment. He doesn't really get emotional very often. Oh, oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Okay. All right. Well, next episode is going to be the big battle, it looks like. A good way to end the episode, a good cliffhanger. Oh, nice of the dragon to let them have a nice last meal. All right, what a good episode that was. Very, very dramatic. It makes me be like, oh, yeah, okay, I can't wait for the next episode. I knew it wasn't going to take them, obviously, the entire season to get to the dragon. But yeah, it'll be episode 11 that they're going to take on the red dragon. Then you still got over half the season to figure out what's going to be next because it made it seem like Senshi was only going to be with them up until they defeated the dragon and then he was going to leave. But it seems, based on what he said, that he's planning on staying with them. I think he's maybe also curious about the whole, like, what's going on with this mage, this mad mage? What's the mystery of this? And the whole thing about, like, if you defeat the mage, you gain immortality and you have control over the dungeon or something to that effect. And Senshi's very interested in protecting the ecosystem of the dungeon. He's very committed to, like, he pretty much lives there. He's got like his plants that he keeps there, his little areas that he has. So he spends a lot of time there and he protects like the other adventurers. So I think if there's no better person to have control of the dungeon than Senshi, and I that's my guess, is like that's what it's going to lead to, is maybe he's going to be the one to, well, I think they're all going to maybe defeat this mage, but maybe he'll be the one to have that power. And then we had a little bit of like a cut to Namari, and she's obviously concerned about Falin and wants to like make sure that she's okay. And then there was what was his name, Mr. Tasu, the gnome, who has told the guy he's working for, like, the situation with the dungeon is worse than we thought, and we need to like take care of this orc problem, and then also like, you know, we need to find out what's going on with this mage, and if we can figure it out, then we'll have like the ultimate power, and we'll have we'll have something over the elves, because yeah, the elves, it seems to be a thing in a lot of these types of stories, is the elves are seen as kind of almost like the royalty, or they're the ones that are very arrogant. They take control of things and they see themselves as better than the other races. Seems to be kind of the case here too. So that was like a nice kind of little side thing to like, let's expand what's going on with the dungeon, and probably related to in the future, more adventurers are going to be down there and taking care of the orcs. Whereas Leos promised that he was going to protect the orcs, I guess at least leave them alone and not kick them out of the dungeon. And so that's probably going to cause some issues, but of course the most important thing is we've got the build up to the Red Dragon. They're about to take it on the next episode. I'm super hyped. Like, I can't wait to see this plan that they've got figured out. They gave a little bit of like a quick synopsis of like, here's what we think is going to work, but I can't wait to see it put into action. And also, yeah, just that part at the beginning with them wearing the frog skin was amazing. I was up there with Leos and his jacked up face last episode for like one of my favorite comedic moments of the series so far. But yeah, the big question is it too late to rescue Falin? It's been a week. I don't know how long it takes a dungeon to digest someone. I mean, you got to that whole point with Namari going to, what's it called, like the resurrection thing. So the question is, if she gets digested by that dragon, is that it for her? Like, if they can't rescue her before she's digested, is she able to be revived? That would be quite tragic. Like a relatively lighthearted show like this, how upsetting would that be that they've been building up this character that we really only saw in the present day for a couple of minutes at the very beginning of the series, but they've done a good job at building up how loved she is by her brother and by her friends. And that would just be tragic if she was unable to be saved. But I have faith. I have faith that they're going to be able to rescue her. And how great would that be if she ended up joining them again, and then it's the five of them working together to discover the mysteries of the dungeon, had to keep going down, and hopefully with Falin they'll be able to take on this mage and, you know, discover the secrets and like get immortality and all that fun stuff. But I'm super hyped. I'm super hyped for the next episode. Like, the previous episodes, they may have given hints about like, okay, this is what's going to happen next, but this is the one that feels like the most build up to something big, and I'm very excited to see how it's going to go. How wild would it be if it was just a TKO, just complete party wipe, and then they have to start from scratch and they have to go from the top back down again. Actually, that's the thing, is like, if all the party members, if they all die, if there's nobody to revive them, is that it? Or like, are they kind of fucked? That'd be interesting. It's like a thing when you play an RPG. It's like if your whole party gets wiped out, that's it for you. There's nobody to revive you. So that's in a world where Senshi says, it seems kind of to go against nature to be able to bring things back from the dead. But if there's nobody in your party to be able to do that, because Falin, I believe, she used her last moment to basically send everybody out of the dungeon to keep them out of danger. So if it wasn't for her, That could have been it for all of them right at the beginning. So that definitely adds some tension, even in a world where you can bring people back. But our guys are obviously going to be okay. They will defeat the dragon. The question is how. I'm super excited to find out. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the exciting episode 11 next week. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Lynn's VA, Kenju Storm, Icognito, Sean, Waz RD1, and iZuzu.